Hey group leaders, it's Pastor Kyle coming to you with our March newsletter. I just wanted to thank you for all that you're doing in regards to leading groups, and I'm looking forward to seeing how I can get connected to you here over the next few weeks and months. One of the things that I wanted to bring to your attention is our group leader tables are going to be coming back for the whole month of April. So if you are a new group leader or an existing group leader that wants to get something started here very soon, then make sure to connect with me either by texting or calling 570-273-0088, or you can email me at kyle.roberts@cwc.life. I want to get you signed up for our group leader tables that will be there in the foyer at CWC Milton so that congregants can come by and see how they can get connected. We'll also be planning groups pushes throughout that month of April, so if you want a Facebook post on our CWC Life webpage, or if you want other ways in which we can help people know about your groups, then that's the time to do it throughout the month of April. So make sure to take advantage of this opportunity that's coming up. The next one is going to be happening in August. So make sure that if you are thinking about starting something, even within those few months, make sure to sign up for the April group leader launch. Well, another thing that we want to talk about with you this month's leader tip is keeping your group information updated in our system. One of the ways that we help people get connected to groups here at Christ Wesleyan is we essentially have a database on our computer, and that database is called Planning Center Groups. If you have the Church Center app, then Planning Center Groups, imagine that like the skeleton, and the muscles, the flesh, and everything else is Church Center, and that's what you have access to. But one of the ways that we really need your help is if there is a change in location, in time, and the day of the week that you meet, if there's a change whatsoever, please let us know. That way we can go ahead and update the skeleton, the Planning Center group side of things, so that way when people are looking to get connected to groups and when we're helping them in that process, we have the most up-to-date information that we can do. So you can update that information on your own if you would prefer to do that. There's two different ways that you can do so. If your group is experiencing a change in your event times, then you can actually do that through the Church Center app. It's the one that has the little blue church building. You'll also see a link here in the group leader newsletter that says using the Church Center app. Click here. Go ahead and click there to see a short tutorial on how Church Center works and how you can get your group members involved in messaging and do your events through there. If you have not been getting attendance reports, it's most likely because your events have run out. So make sure to go in and put those events in place so that way you'll continue to get those attendance reports, and that way we can continue to check in and see how you're doing there in your group. If you need to update your group's description, if you're doing a completely different study or you're focusing on something else, if you are taking a break for a time, or if you are moving from an open status to a closed status, then please utilize PCO groups. That's going to be the orange one, and we have a full training video that I've gone ahead and linked here in the group leader newsletter. Not going to lie, it's a longer one. It's about 45 minutes long, but that is invaluable when it comes to updating your information on Planning Center groups. And there's also an administrative side of things in that video training that you don't have to watch. That's what we watch on this side of things to help us with the overall management of the system. But you're able to update your group members, you're able to update your events, your settings, basically anything through that Planning Center group software. You can also upload resources if you wanted. Say if there's a digital workbook that you wanted to utilize, or if you're in a Financial Peace University class and you have a member workbook that you wanted to upload to there, you can do so through Planning Center groups. And that video training that I've linked will show you how to do that in regards to that setting. But that's super important because when we are helping people get connected, we use that database almost every day. So we want to make sure that we have the most up-to-date information. That way we don't put you in an awkward spot or the group member in an awkward spot. Say if you aren't meeting at that time, but in our database it shows that you are. could get a little awkward. So we want to make sure that we have the best up-to-date information that we have. We'll always check with you before we get somebody connected to your group anyways, but that also just helps us to make sure that we're serving you the best way that we can, as well as the people who are hoping to get connected to our groups. And here's the other thing, if there's one of those distinctions or changes that's going on with your group, just go ahead and either shoot me a quick email or give me a call at 570-273-0088. And what that allows me to do is it allows me to check in on you. I really want to see how you guys are doing, but there are 125 current group leaders that are on the roster, so it's very difficult for me, on top of my other responsibilities, to find a system where I can reach out to you consistently. But if you're reaching out to me with any updates or that kind of thing, I want to see how I can pray for you and see how your life is doing at that point. I want to come alongside of you, and providing us with that information allows me to take that step to really check in and see how you're doing. I really appreciate all the work that you put in. I know that leading a group is not easy, and sometimes it can really feel like a chore in some points, but we want to help support you in the midst of this journey, and also see if we can help somebody. Maybe somebody can come alongside of someone else. If you're facilitating and hosting right now, maybe you can have somebody in the group share the load, and they themselves can become leaders by that help. And in all honesty, if you're not an administrative person, if that's not your gift, but one of your group members is, then I'm happy to talk with them and see how we can raise them up to really help out in the administrative